Pens lose 7-2 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, I was going to do this last night, but it was a late night. And I really wanted to gather my thoughts for this. Because I could have cut an easy 8-minute angry promo last night, saying this team sucks and everything else. And, well, the Pens need help. After watching and listening to reviews and recaps from both Pittsburgh Hockey Now and Steve Dangle, I do want to say to the Pens, congratulations. You just gave Toronto hope. Congratulations. Your win, your performance last night could have very well saved the Toronto Maple Leafs season. Don't get me wrong. The Pens got beat last night. And according to few, Pens really need help at the left wing. Rucker McGroarty should not be in Wilkes-Barre. I should say after this weekend, but I don't know if they're going to call him up with the quick turnaround to Philadelphia on Monday night. I mean, they could. Maybe they nab him from Wilkes-Barre before heading to Tampa on Thursday. But something's going to need to be done because this Pens team is really relying, as of now, on the big three to carry them. I mean, yes, their depth is injured. Shard Raquel, Brazel, Nola Chari, and others. But you can't just look at Sid and Letang and go, all right, guys, you're going to have to carry us for a while. We're kind of injured. Here's the problem. Everybody's injured. You see the Toronto Maple Leafs, the guys you just played, they're missing guys. They got at least $10 million sitting in the press box. And they boat raced you. And they're on a back-to-back with travel. So, what's your excuse? Shelov's got absolutely ran out of the building last night, going 5 for 4. Was it his fault? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And at some point, this Pens team is going to have to make some hard choices. Because I think we're soon getting to the point where Pittsburgh can't ignore the writing on the wall. You can't. You're going to have to start wheeling and dealing guys. Especially with your goaltending situation being the way that it is. But it's also other guys. Matt Dumba tonight coughed up the puck to Jason Roberts for the Maple Leafs' 7th goal. That can't happen. I don't care who you are. And I could have told you that crap was going to happen when you signed him. Oh, well, he's just a trade piece. Dumba's just a trade piece. Well, when are you going to do that? We keep hearing Jari to Edmonton because Edmonton really needs a goaltender. And the fun little tweet over the weekend was Jari to Edmonton and the Pens get Jeff Skinner, and Yarncroke. And we ship out Wotherspoon, to which I'm not the biggest fan of. Parker Wotherspoon is fine. But this type of game reveals the flaws of the Pens. All of them. And with the injuries and guys cooling off, we are still very reliant on Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. Thank God Crosby and Malkin are having good seasons. But teams are learning. Force Pittsburgh to beat you with their depth, and you can beat them. It feels like the Sweden series is sort of the wound. I don't know, the bleeding wound that's just still not fully healed. And it makes you wonder that even if we get these guys back, are they going to be to what we were in October? Was it just a hot start? Are we any good? Who knows? But I could have done a video yelling and ranting and raving last night. But it doesn't feel like that type of energy is warranted for this game. You technically still won the week. You got 4 out of 6 points. You beat the 2 teams you were supposed to. And you could say, we're fine. But you're going to have a punishing road trip coming up. Philly on Monday, Tampa on Thursday, Dallas on Sunday. And then 4 or 5 straight at home, but every other day, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, all the way until Christmas. With some West Coast teams thrown in there, and then I think we do an Eastern Canada swing before Christmas. You think this team is going to be able to tread 500 through that? For this month, you will need 12 points. And that's a tall order. So, Pens lose, but exposes all the problems that we know about. And the problems are going to stay. And I don't know if there's a magic button that fixes this. So, what do? Do you trade? Do you yell? Because I'm pretty sure Coach Dan Muse is getting tired of yelling. Do players keep yelling? Is there a magical speech that Malkin or Hayes is going to do? Or do you just call up the young guys again? Tomasino out of Wilkes-Barre, Avery Hayes, Rucker McGroarty, bring Miroshov up, kick Shilovs down? I don't know. But this mix ain't working. And you've got a lot of games ahead of you. Was October a mirage? Or is this mid-November team who we are? The next 10 games are going to prove that. We're going to prove who we really are. Let's go, Pens. Catch you next time.